Lindsay Brown, thank you very much for spending a bit of time with us today. So, if I can start by asking, I know that business tourism in Scotland is worth about £900 million, and this, I presume, is a figure that you're looking to increase. How are you going about increasing that figure and raising the profile?
I suppose in a couple of ways. Obviously focusing on the core markets that we have at the moment, say the UK, which is over 3/4 of business overall. London and the South East, incredibly important to business coming in. And I suppose with the situation, the economic situation as it is, people are actually looking to stay more in the UK. So there's a great opportunity for us to actually remind people of what's on their doorstep, the amazing venues that are around on offer. But then on top of that, there's making sure that we're looking at emerging markets that are becoming more important. We're doing increasingly large amounts of work in the Russian markets and the Indian markets. So as a result of that, we're starting to see a lot more inquiries coming in. And that's particularly in, say, the incentive business. So we're trying to cover those two aspects of existing business, but yet looking at other ways that we can develop things going forward.
Right. So as a percentage, how much of the business is from outside the UK?
Well, it's, I think, 23%, I think.
That's quite
off the top of my head.
Really.
Yeah, I mean, the core is the UK without a doubt, though, so we do need to focus a lot of effort in that area.
Right. And obviously you're promoting Scotland as a business destination. What are your sort of unique selling points in that respect?
I think Scotland is in a very fortunate place where we are so unique, I suppose, even within the UK, that you do know when you're in Scotland, be it the dramatic landscapes, but then there's such a wealth of different options available. Scotland can cover anything from traditional to modern. There's such an array of different venues, from your exclusive use ancient castles to brand new conferencing facilities. So I think that really does put us in a good place to appeal to all markets, and so to cover all the options that people actually need to have when they're organising different types of events.
And the venues themselves, do you find, are they tend to be the ones you're promoting, are they concentrated in the cities, or are they spread out across the country?
There's quite a spread. I mean, obviously we have people who are specifically looking for city centre locations, but then we receive a large number of inquiries on people who are looking for, say, an exclusive use venue, and there's a vaster variety of them available also. I suppose the common factor is in terms of accessibility, that people do want to be close to, say, an airport or different travel options to get there. So people are not wanting to travel too much when they're in the country, but there are so many different regional airports available across the country, good travel options coming in, that generally those bases are fairly easily covered.
Right, so you've got a complete spread of venues and locations, rural and urban and all of that.
Yeah.
I do know that one of the most recent efforts has gone into promoting the green agenda. I know that's very high on your list of priorities as a destination. Can you tell us what sort of initiatives you've been implementing over the past couple of years?
Well, obviously event organisers now are increasingly aware of venues that are doing a lot to be green and sustainable, and that is a key factor now when people are organising events. So we actively support and promote the Green Tourism Business Scheme, and in Scotland so far there are over, I think, 130 venues who are currently signed up to that and have been accredited through the Green Tourism Business Scheme. And there are a range of criteria that these venues have to fulfil to obviously merit having this award. So say some examples of venues who are involved are the EICC, who have a gold award in this area, and they have an initiative called Planet Green, where they actually help meeting organisers to look at all the different options that they can actually make their events greener, so to speak. Say SECC, they have their own on-site recycling facilities. And then moving to different kind of venues such as Gleneagles, they actually grow their own grapes on site, which they use in their events, etc. So there's a wide variety of things there. So we actively support and promote venues who are very active in this area.
And do you find that clients are actually basing their decisions on environmental sensibilities and things like that?
But there are several criteria that they're looking for. Availability, accessibility, but certainly. Green issues are up there. I mean, it's certainly maybe not the top 3 criteria, but certainly getting higher up the scale.
Right. So if we can get around to the bureau itself, what services do you provide for a conference organiser? It's obviously not just locating a venue.
Yeah, well, I mean, essentially we're, I suppose, the gateway into Scotland, that we can offer impartial advice to people who are organising meetings and conferences coming into Scotland, putting in contact with the right people. I mean, here on our stand at Confex, we've got 15 different partners ranging from hotels to city convention bureaus. So say if we know that guests buyers are specifically interested in Glasgow and what they have on offer, then we know who to put people in touch with to actually get the right information. I mean, part of our role, and a huge part, is actually just providing information and inspiration so that people know that they can come to us and get all the information they need on Scotland. A lot of people, though, aren't maybe sure what they're looking for, and so it's our job to actually inspire them and provide them with suggestions of what they could do. And because we have so many different venues and options, team building activities available, I mean, we can help considerably in that area.
Right. Do you find that the team building and the incentive side of things is actually key to winning that business?
I think it's a bit that people can identify quite readily with, because Scotland is so specific in some of the things it can offer, such as traditional Scottish dinners in 16th century castles. We can offer that to maybe a mini Highland Games as a team building activity, and there's not many other locations that can offer that choice. So
fantastic. So, final question. In a nutshell, if I was a conference organiser and I was, on the verge of making a decision, how would you, in a few sentences, how would you sell Scotland to me?
I think if you're looking for a location that can really match your needs for any kind of event that you're organising, I think it's definitely the place to come. And I think the warmth and the energy from the different suppliers really comes through, and people are very passionate about the product they're selling and about the country that they're selling, and I really think that that's such an added benefit when people are looking for inspiration of where to hold an event. We can offer all the technological aspects that you would need for any modern day event, but with that little bit of tradition, maybe mysticism that comes with holding something in Scotland.
Lovely. Well, thank you very much for your time today, and have a good Confex.
A pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.